The Flow is an amazing and memorable manhwa that I think more people should know about. With the current rise of manhwa getting anime, I really hope that Flow gets one, because its writing is definitely deserving of one. In this video, I'll be analyzing the first of its 3 seasons, or arcs. In this manhwa, characters have animals that grant them one wish that can't be undone. Once they have granted their wish, they can also use their anima, which are powers based on that animal. The basic plot of The Flow is that the protagonist, Irain, had one terrible day that resulted in him losing his eyesight and his ability to walk, so he makes a wish to turn back time in order to avoid this result. But his small change in the redo creates a monster that kills one of his best friends, Yubijin. Regretting his decision, he's offered a chance to make another wish if he joins a power-based school. Apart from the engaging premise, this first arc has standout characterization and character arcs for certain important characters along with a great mystery. The first character I'll analyze is the protagonist, Irain. He has a mystery surrounding him that fuels his character arc. At the start of the story, he asks for a wish that changes fate. There are a few hints to his abilities. His anima is seemingly a cat, but the principal invites Irain to the school. He also has a conversation that says Irain's anima is not actually a cat. Another student points out that his abilities develop too quickly for a cat. The student also realizes that Irain wouldn't have been accepted into the school if his anima was simply a cat. After an incident involving him and other students, he is supposed to be expelled, but the principal gives him the condition that if he wins the school competition along with other students, he can stay. If he's expelled, he won't be able to get his second wish, so he obviously chooses to win the competition as a team. Later in the arc, he becomes determined during his competition match and activates his powers, but a tiger comes out instead and almost kills his opponent. He talks to the principal to find out what his anima is, and it's revealed that he's a white tiger, one of the 4 guardian gods. He reveals that only the 4 guardian gods can grant wishes that alter fate, and that person who makes the wish suffers a large cost. Irain's cost was summoning the black monster that killed his friend. The principal tells him that there is an evil organization and they need his help as the white tiger. But Irain doesn't want this role. All he wants is to be with his best friends, not to save the world. All the pressure starts to downward spiral for him when he enters a phase of self-pity. He feels fear, guilt, and disdain towards his powers. His wish to the white tiger caused his friend to die, and his powers nearly killed a classmate in battle. The guilt he feels over being responsible for the death of his friend, along with the fear of harming anyone else, is enough to make him quit the competition, which would lead him to getting expelled and losing his chance at a second wish. When he sees Harin, a powerful and confident classmate with the tiger anima, he asks himself why she couldn't have been the white tiger instead. Only after 2 people tell him to take responsibility for his powers and actions does he pick himself back up. When he re-enters the competition, he's unable to activate his powers. Only once he submits himself to fate, after having his friend injured, is he able to access the power of the white tiger at its full form. From here on, Irain accepts his responsibility as the white tiger and will fight the black turtle, the leader of the organization, since he is the only one who can kill him. Harin's arc is like the opposite of Irain's. Harin is a powerful and cocky student with a tiger anima. She's even stated to be the strongest at the school. Animas have varying levels of strength, and with the exception of the 4 guardian gods, they are based on how strong the animal is in real life, meaning that Harin's tiger is powerful while Irain's cat is weak. People are treated differently based on the power of their anima. When the principal invites Irain at the beginning, she's opposed to him entering because of how weak his anima is. Since the 4 guardian gods hide themselves as other animals, Harin strongly believes that she's the only candidate to become the white tiger. Her family has had many of the 4 gods in the past, so based on this and her current anima, she thinks the answer is obvious. Harin also dislikes the weak so much that she forces Irain to fight another student in order to join the school, with him being kicked out if he loses. When she meets him again, she harasses him by asking him to drop out before another hint at Irain's unique power is shown. He is somehow able to sense the anima that she can't. When he leads her to the anima, she is shocked that he was able to sense something that she could not, and begins to feel insecure. After the event, one of the teachers asks if Harin sensed the anima. When Harin explains that she couldn't but Irain could, she gets irritated. Towards the end of the arc, Irain unleashes his white tiger. When she sees it, the narration along with her expression convey that she is heartbroken at the fact that she wasn't the white tiger. When she sees Irain after the battle, she's uncharacteristically quiet and avoids eye contact from him, emphasizing her sadness and disappointment. There are 2 lines of narration that connect these 2 character arcs and reinforce one of the themes. The first is, you have no choice because your destiny will lead you the way it wants to flow. The second is, human beings are foolish. They don't realize that it was never their job to choose from the beginning. The former is said when Irain accepted his role, and the latter is said when Harin witnessed his transformation. Flow's theme here is that fate is not in anyone's control and that all they can do is accept it. Irain just wanted to bring Yobi back, but he had the role of the White Tiger forced upon him. He didn't want his role, but his dialogue when accepting the power shows that he had to stop trying to go against fate. Harin is the opposite. She strongly believed that she was the White Tiger, but learns the harsh reality that she was never destined to be its owner. The ongoing mystery of a black anima that happens in the background is another great aspect of this arc. It first appears in the library and attacks the students before the principal makes it disappear. A few chapters later, the black anima quickly attacks Harin again. Soon, Kyung, a recurring character, is shown having this black anima and offers it to another student. This power resembles the thing that attacked and killed Yobi. When the black markings begin to spread across his face, Kyung comes to complain to the hooded character about the power he was given. After declaring that he isn't strong enough to use it, the hooded person kills Kyung. Ryun, Irain's other childhood friend, goes to see one of Kyung's friends to ask him who he was with when he died, as that is most likely the person that gave him the power. The answer is given, but blurred out, and it shocks Ryun. When discussing this unknown person in the library, Ryun confronts a recurring side character in the background, exposing her actions. He explains that Kyung's friend told him that she was the one who made a vow. This side character is Seo-yoon, a named character who evaluated students' powers before the competition. This leads to Seo-yoon's character being the fourth facet that makes this arc great. She is the primary antagonist of this arc. She's the one making the vows with the students, using the black anima. Her character is about despising the fate that was put upon her. She shows jealousy for the powerful and privileged, which is why she makes vows with weaker animas and gives them power. In her past, she was viciously bullied for having a weak rabbit anima. Her mentality was that the strong bullied the weak, and that the weak bullied the weaker. The world was just unfair. Other events like her finding out that she was adopted, and people in the same situation, like Yubijin, turning a blind eye to her, continued to bring her down. Just as she was about to kill herself, an unnamed man offered her the power to take revenge and find her real parents. She finally decided that her only solution was to become strong by all means. This is why she accepted a gift from the unnamed person, which allowed her to gain the anima of those she kills. This person also gave her the objective of killing the White Tiger. After she is defeated, her development is shown when she apologizes for her actions and acknowledges her adoptive father, the principal, as her real father, almost calling him dad before passing away. At the end of the arc, the person responsible for giving Seo-yoon her power is revealed to be the Black Turtle. The last impactful character is Yubijin, who has a rooster anima. Yubijin's character is one who covers up his insecurity of having weak parents by bullying others. Whenever someone threatens him by revealing that they know what his parents are, he complies with their demands. He is introduced as the leader of a group of bullies who prey on weak students, specifically one with a mouse anima named Yu Seong. Yu Seong eventually points out that Yubijin bullies those weaker than him to make himself feel superior, even though he's just a rooster. After being hospitalized from an incident, we see him tell his parents that he's ashamed that he's the child of pigeons, proving Yu Seong's hypothesis. Irain threatens him with this information after witnessing the scene, forcing Yubijin to lie about the incident that put him in the hospital. When he's slowly starting to become a better person after being paired with the cat and the mouse, one of his former bully friends reveals that he knows he's a child of pigeons. He offers him some black anima, saying that he's fine being friends with a pigeon as long as he's strong. His insecurity and desire for power are so powerful that it leads him to accepting the suspicious anima and getting him gravely injured. His obsession with keeping his parents a secret is further highlighted when he asks if Irain was the one who spread the information. He finally shows his growth when his black anima is activated once again. The antagonist gives him the chance to kill anyone, but instead he declares Irain as a friend and cuts off his own right arm to get rid of the anima. In conclusion, the character development, themes, and mystery make this arc an amazing start for this manhwa named The Flow.